Just real quick before I start the video off, I just wanted to apologize because I ended up messing up some camera settings and the microphone that I usually use was not recording. So the audio quality is going to be a little worse because I'm using the on-camera mic and there were some focusing issues and things like that throughout the video. So those should be fixed by the next video. Apologize once again. Hopefully it's still viewable though. Alright, what is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be making another one of my monthly pickups videos. This one is for January of 2025. Pretty slow month overall, not too crazy. I had a couple other things I wanted to purchase, plus hours were a little bit lower at work, so haven't been able to get as much, but I still got some pretty decent stuff. I actually got two things that are pretty huge, although one of them's already been shown off in a video, so you guys would have seen that. Also, before I start, if you've noticed any difference in image quality, it probably won't be super noticeable in this video just because this is a very bad environment to really show this off. But I actually purchased a new camera, and that's what I'm going to be using from now on. So I'm planning on very soon doing a setup tour, and then after I do that, I'm going to start kind of doing like a talking head style video with the background as my game room. There's still a couple things I need to finish here first before I can do that. The room's not entirely set up the way I want it to be, so bear with me. It's going to be a little bit. Probably got a couple more videos in this style, but I am going to be switching over to something that's a little bit more kind of professional looking. But I ended up getting a Sony ZV-E10. Not like the best camera in the world, but for the price I paid and for what it is, not too bad. It is definitely going to be a little bit nicer than my phone that I've been using. Plus, another kind of annoyance that I had was whenever I make a video on something like from Japan or something like that, I feel like I always have to Google Translate, and I can never do it because I'm using my phone to record. So now I can. So that's going to be a really big plus. That seems like such a minor thing, but it drives me crazy every time I record a video, so now not needing to do that is great. But anyway, let's get started with some of the pickups. So most of these, I'm pretty sure all of these actually were from GameStop. Took a couple trips there, just kind of check out what they had. It's been a couple days since I've been. I usually try to go once or twice a month, just because the one near me is a retro store, so they actually get decent stuff. But anyway, first thing I got here might seem a little goofy, but I have a backstory behind it. That is My Sims Cozy Bundle. So, not really generally the type of game that I'd get. However, My Sims, specifically My Sims Kingdom and My Sims Agents, were some of my favorite games to play when I was a kid, because I grew up with a Wii. And I never played the original, but I had those two games, and they were really fun. Me and my sister used to play them all the time. And yeah, I saw that they were remaking them, and I'm like, that's super cool. I'm gonna buy it. So here we are. I don't know if I'm ever actually gonna get around to playing it because, I still have those games on the original console. And they didn't remake Agents yet, which was, in my opinion, the best game in the series, but whatever. These are kind of like little town building, kind of RPG style games. I don't know. It's mainly based around just side quests. You just go to an island or a town or something like that. And it's like, hey, this character wants you to build them whatever. And then you build them a little house. Or they want you to like help, find all their lost cows or something like that. Like it's kind of goofy, but it was a lot of fun as a kid. So that's the reason I picked that one up. Next up, speaking of kind of goofy stuff, this one I only got because I never actually seen one of these out in the wild. This is actually a DSi exclusive game. This one's called System Flaw, which pretty much any of these DSi exclusive games, they're just built with like your camera. You take a picture of something and then you can turn it into like a player or an enemy or something like that. That's pretty much the gimmick for every single one of these. Same with this one. However, there's only, I think, like 5 or 6 DSi exclusive games out there. Might even be less than that. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But there's very few. And just on the shelf, it's super weird because it's got that DSi logo as the top. When I first kind of heard about these, I thought this was like a reprinted cover, but no, that's official. That's how they look. And they're also in a white case, which makes it kind of look like a 3DS game, but they're thicker, like a DS game. So it's just super weird. Inside there, yep, it just says Nintendo DS. It has a little GBA slot, but it's white. Like I said, very few of these out there. None of them are very good. I think there's like one or two that are kind of like passable and decent games, but they are very gimmicky. However, $10 and for kind of just a weird oddity, sure. That's the kind of stuff I love buying. I was actually wrong. I did buy a couple things from Walmart because they had a bunch of games on clearance for like almost nothing. So the first one of those I got was Aliens Fireteam Elite. This one here, PS4 version, $5. I've never played any of the Aliens games, but I mean, for $5, I'll at least try it out, you know? Walmart clearance is nice just because, you know, every once in a while there's some half-decent games there, and they're just dirt cheap, and it's like, for $5, $10, I'll pick up almost any brand new game. Unless it's like, you know, Barbie horse racing or something like that, you know? That might be a cool one to check out. I don't know if it's good or bad. I guess you guys can let me know down in the comments. I actually have two more Walmart pickups. The next one here is Dead Space for the Xbox Series X. This one, $25. Like I said, sometimes you get some good deals. This game I've heard was really good. I played the original. I really liked it. This is kind of like a remake, remaster type thing. I've heard it was very, very good. So I will definitely give it a play at some point. But for $25, I thought that was fair. I could probably get it a little cheaper elsewhere if I buy it secondhand, but this is a brand new copy. It was one of those things too. Like I was picking up that game. I saw this one in the shelf. I'm like, yeah, I'll get that too. And then the final one here, I think was also on clearance, although this one like didn't have the stickers. This was just like on a rollback or whatever they call it. A little disappointed that the box has a slight dent in it, but I might be able to get it out. That is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed Deluxe Edition. Most of these box sets and things like that, if it's like on clearance, I'll pick them up. I really like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games. I think this one is a little bit different. I think this is more of like a 3D beat 'em up. Don't know if that's good or bad. I saw a little bit of gameplay for it, like when it first got announced. I thought it looked cool, but I guess we'll see how it actually plays once I get around to it. But yeah, this one's comes with a bunch of extras, so it's got the game, keychain, steelbook, an art book, stuff like that. So a bunch of cool little extras. And I paid like maybe $30 for it. I don't remember exactly, but it was not much. Next up, I got another GameStop pickup. This one was a retro title that they had, and that is Gauntlet 2. So, don't know a whole lot about this game. I've seen gameplay of Gauntlet. I'm assuming this is just kind of more of that. But yeah, an NES game at GameStop. Most of the retro stuff that they get in, I buy just because their prices are okay. They're around eBay prices. Some of them are actually a little bit lower if you get lucky. But prices aren't bad. Their selection of stuff's pretty low, but there's really no good retro stores near me, so that's kind of all I've got, unless I want to go on like Facebook Marketplace and scour that thing all day. So yeah, neat. And then these next four here, I don't remember exactly where they came from, but I just know that my dad texted me while I was at work, and he's like, hey, I found these games. I don't know if they're ones you want, but they were, I think it was either at like an estate sale or thrift shop or something. But he found a couple games and bought them for me. Some decent ones in here. I actually think all of these are like good games. I can't remember if I have them yet. I haven't really looked to check, but as long as I don't have them already, all heaters, although I think I have at least two of them. So first one here, Blue Dragon. Don't know a whole lot about it, although I've heard about it before and I've seen it before. I think it's kind of an okay game. I don't know a whole lot about it, what genre it is. I assume probably an RPG of some sort, but that might be a cool one to check out. This one I have heard of, Cameo. This was kind of like exclusive game for the 360. I've seen a little bit about it. I have never played it myself, but I've always thought it kind of looked interesting. Probably wasn't something that I'd pick up on my own if I just saw it sitting there, but I mean, given a copy, I'm not going to complain, and I will definitely try it out. And then next up, these two I'm pretty sure I already have, just because they're very, very common games. So there's Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition. I know I have versions of Fallout 3. I don't know if I have this exact one. And I'm a psycho, so if I don't have this exact box art, I will keep it. But Fallout 3, I definitely have it in some form. And then Elder Scrolls Morrowind, which I'm pretty sure I have. Again, I might not have the Platinum Hits copy. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I have Morrowind. So I might keep it, I might not. We'll see. And that is it for the games. Like I said, it was a light month. I had maybe 10 games there, I think. So nothing too crazy. However, I got a couple pretty cool consoles, and those were the things I was kind of talking about. So the first one here I will show off is broken. It's probably going to take me a bit to get it working, just because I've spent the past couple days messing around with it, and have not made a whole lot of progress. So hopefully someday I can get it working, and I will be able to show it off to you guys in a video. But for right now, I can at least show it here. I got a Master System Super Compact, which, if you don't know what this is kind of like a portable Sega Master System that was released in Brazil. It plays cartridges right to that little top flap there. Looks like it's stuck. Cool. But it plays cartridges there. It has an RF out. There's supposed to be an antenna that attaches to it. Unfortunately, I don't have the antenna, but I have just the unit here. So that would attach there. You can kind of switch between channels and things like that. You know, all of these has an extra controller port. But yeah, it's just like a little portable Master System plug-and-play type thing. You can just, you know, connect it to a TV or use the antenna to wirelessly transmit it, pop a game in, and then play Master System. So, pretty cool. Like I said, hopefully I'll be able to make a full video on it at some point. I just really need to figure out what is going on with it, because there's very clearly something wrong. There's a short somewhere. I've checked everywhere. I can't quite narrow it down. I also don't have that much knowledge in that kind of stuff, so might take me a bit, but I'll figure it out hopefully. And the last thing was the one I said already got a video. So if you guys are subscribers to the channel and you saw my last video, you already know what this is. However, if you're not, this is pretty cool, and I will definitely recommend you check out the video because I went in a lot more detail, a lot more depth. But this is not just a big metal box, it is a 3DO M2, which is a kind of unreleased game console in a way, made by Panasonic. It was supposed to be a successor to the 3DO. It ended up getting canceled pretty much last second. They already started marketing it. They already had games in development for it. The hardware was already made. Like, it was very last minute. So they ended up repurposing a lot of that hardware into kiosk machines or, you know, like just professional units for, like, I think there was one program that was supposed to be for, like, the elderly and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of things that it was used for. These ones specifically were most commonly found in car dealerships, although there's also some software for, like, designing homes. So, weird stuff. It can play some games. There are a couple kind of dumped demos that it can run, plus it can run all the software that's been found. So, pretty neat. Obviously not like the most useful console ever. I can't sit down and play an actual game on this. It's all just demos and prototypes. But it's a really neat unit to have. I'm super glad to finally have one because I've kind of had my eye on it for a while. They almost never come up, so I got really lucky finding this. But yeah, that is pretty much it for my pickups this month. Hopefully next month will be a little bit less dry, but you know, should hopefully have some more money to kind of spend on, you know, whatever GameStop purchases or pawn shop purchases or whatever. Like and comment if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the camera quality. Like I said, it's not going to be super noticeable here, especially because I don't have a fast enough memory card. I thought I had one laying around, but I don't, so I can only record in 1080, so kind of sucks. But because of that, and because the lighting sucks here. But once I get the actual full set and everything ready for recording my videos normally, hopefully I'll be able to get it looking a lot nicer. But yeah, I guess that's it. So if you guys enjoyed, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.